Hey guys, and welcome to the channel. I'm Zemo, the dad in DPS, and we are back in the Purveyor's basement crafting away. And we're back to crafting some Cremators, because there is certain variations of this weapon that can do really well, and I want to get a hold of one. Either way guys, if you enjoyed videos like this, don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and let's see what we get today. Alrighty, so I have crafted a bunch of Cremators, so we are going to basically, hopefully, potentially turn them into something good, and the chances of that are actually really slim. That's never going to happen. We suck. First off, we've got the Berserker's Creator with Vats hit chance and Vats critical charge. That is absolute pants. It's not what I want. I don't like it. It smells of pee-pee. Berserkers is not the best effect, let's be honest. Vats hit chance is actually okay on this weapon if you intend to use it in Vats, and the critical chance is okay, but typically you are going to want for a much better effect than that main effect, and yeah, because of that, not good. Furious Cremator? Ugh, no, not at all. Furious is definitely one of the worst effects on here for definite, because I don't think, yeah. Basically what we want is instigating, damage while aiming, and I actually don't know what I want in the last slot, but we'll think about that when we get there. Bash damage, useless, and the invisibility thing, ugh. I'm honestly almost tempted to re-roll that immediately just because it angers me. Furious on this weapon, Furious on any explosive weapon just really doesn't work. Anti-armor Cremator with critical damage and critical charge. Now this one is an interesting one. I don't know how armor pen works with the Cremator. Someone leave that down in the comments below, but this could be a good one to use on the basis of trying to use it as a damaging weapon instead of a slow burn weapon. So, not utilising the dot quite as much as the raw DPS. This could be actually an interesting one to use. It might be something I'll test out in the near future. Quite happy with that one, actually. That is definitely a cool little VATS one to use. Next up, we are Berserkers again with limb damage and resistance while aiming. All of the effects I don't want on the one gun. Okay, just Berserker's bad, limb damage. No, all of it is just bad. Not a good version of that gun whatsoever. Stalker's Cremator with critical damage and damage resistance while reloading. Again, Stalker's very poor effect. Definitely needs a rework. Critical damage again, and then resistance while reloading. Well, resistance while reloading isn't actually that bad. I'm not really going to be reloading this in situations where things aren't going to instantly die, and I'm certainly not going to be using that weapon because Stalkers is just a trash effect. God, I have so many weapons. Next up, we have the Bloodied Cremator with bash damage and reload speed. So close. So close to being a really good roll. Bloodied, obviously, could be a very good roll. Unfortunately, we are in my full health character, so probably not the best roll. Bash damage, not good at all on this weapon, but reload speed is always a decent effect on, guns in general. Tempted to re-roll this on the basis that full health character, but I could always, change them to bloodied for, like, testing and things like that. It's not, not something I can't do. Vampire's Cremator with critical damage and weapon breaks 50% slower. Now this is an alright roll, potentially something that I would use in VATS again if I was going for just raw damage, but not necessarily what I'd be using in general. Vampires is good on the Cremator because you can hit multiple targets, though if you do burn yourself it can cause damage to yourself, so it's the noise I'd make. I don't really know how I feel about it. Not as good as damage while aiming, obviously. Assassins with critical damage and bonus critical charge. Assassins is a very useless effect for this because I'm not going to be using it in PvP. Though if I was using it in PvP, probably would be a good roll. I really don't know. I'm not going to use it in PvP though, so bleh. Yeah, I'm not going to PvP. Definitely not going to PvP. I don't even know how that weapon works in PvP, let's be clear. Next up, Troubleshooter's Cremator with bash damage and invisibility. When you shoot things, that is definitely in the script bin. Absolute script. Scrippity, script. I don't know why it gives me weapons like that. Like, Troubleshooters is such a pants effect unless you're, fighting the big bosses, and I don't... They need to up the damage on those. The last effect is not perfect, but I will freaking take it, because on these types of weapons, the last effect is the least one I care about. Instigating 25 damage while aiming is exactly what I was looking for. This will pump out the most possible damage in that singular first hit and make that tick just go absolutely insane. This is exactly what I was looking for and exactly what I wanted, so perfect. We rolled it. We have a bunch of other ones to roll, so we're still going to roll them, but this is exactly what I wanted. I would say bottom effect could have been like movement speed while aiming, but you know, 1 agility is not that bad a roll on there. I am very happy with that because it is exactly what I wanted to get. So yeah, that is what it is. Now we've got a bunch more to roll, and if we get another one like that, that would be amazing. Exterminators with that hit chance and bonus crit charge. Exterminators is not an effect I want to see ever. The other 2 effects are actually okay, but you know, not what I want to see on this gun whatsoever. So it'll be getting script later in the day. Damage to ghouls, bash damage, and damage resistance while reloading. Now, for all the reasons that I said, the like other specific damage stuff is just pants. This is also pants. I just, what do I need ghoul damage for? What does anybody need ghoul damage for? That effect just needs to be broadened, like ghouls, wendigos, and scorched or something like that. Like, you know, those humanoid but not human enemies. Like, if it was more varied, it would be better and more usable. But yeah, Medic's Cremator with limb damage and reload speed. You know, Medics isn't great. Limb damage, not great on this gun. Reload speed, only good effect on here. Not impressed, but is what it is. It exists. It's a thing. It's getting script. Next up, Nocturnal Cremator with damage while aiming and faster movement speed while aiming. If I ever wanted to go Nocturnal, this would be a lot of damage, but yeah, I'm not going to do that. Not the best. It's not the best weapon. I'm definitely thinking of scrapping it, partly thinking of keeping it just because it's funny for the memes, but no, not something I want. What do we have? No, I'm going the wrong way, aren't I? Cremator. So we've got 3 more left. Let's do this one. Hunter's Cremator with critical damage and action point cost. Hunter's kind of ruins it. The rest of it would have actually made it really usable, but Hunter's just completely ruins the point of this weapon, and it upsets me. It could have been so good, but instead decided to be poopy. Just being a big poopy. Troubleshooter's Cremator with limb damage and resistance while reloading. Everything on there is bad. Like, the resistance while reloading isn't bad. It's just it's a bad weapon with stuff on it. I don't like it. I don't like it, and it upsets me. But we've got one last roll. Let's see if we get anything fun. Nocturnal, bash damage, resistance while aiming. So, let's find out what the top picks are. So, the first pick I'm going to go for is the Anti-Armor Cremator, and the reason for this is I'm not sure how these effects work with this weapon, and I'm more than keen on testing it because it is some form of god roll. Now, I don't think in using this I'm going to go down the route of using the burn damage. I'm going to more use like the direct actual physical damage of this weapon than anything else, so it'll be using different mods than I would use on the instigating one, for example. I'm just eager to see how this does in a kind of individual single shot basis, and if it actually completely demolishes things with headshots and VATs, but we'll figure that out. We'll see how it goes, and I'm interested to see it. So tonight's top pick is going to be the Instigating Damage While Aiming 1 Agility Cremator. Now, the reason why this is the top pick for tonight is the unique interaction that percentages have with the Cremator. Instigating gives the most percent in terms of damage if you are the first to damage the target, and damage while aiming gives you an extra 25%. Combine these two, and while you're aiming down the sights and hitting an enemy for the first time, you will get the most out of that burn dot that's there, and this is just going to boost the damage that this weapon can do exponentially. Now, granted, if you're playing with other people and they're hitting things first, this is not going to do diddly squat, but the damage while aiming still will. So, you know, it is what it is. It's more of a solo weapon than it is a weapon that you would use with teams. Or, you know, you say to people, let me fire first. It pretty much is that simple. Either way, guys, that's that. Now, it's not exactly often I get exactly what I'm looking for in a video, but we did that today, so I am very happy. We got a little extra bonus in the form of the anti-armor double crit Cremator, which should be interesting to try and use. We'll definitely see how we can use that in a VATS crit heavy build, but yeah, that's pretty much that. Either way, guys, if you enjoy my videos, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps out the channel. Keeps me making videos and keeps me going. I really want to hear from you guys and, you know, see the channel grow, all that usual paraphernalia and crap. And what we'll do is we'll catch you all next time in the wasteland.